Behind me, we're looking at a 7-story commercial complex. Welcome, One Love Jamaica family. I'm currently at the intersection of Trafalgar and Lady Mus Road, and just behind me, we're looking at a 7-story commercial complex that's being built here in the New Kingston area. And today we're just going to take a look at the construction boom that's happening in Jamaica. Just give you what it looks like from the ground level. So I do hope you enjoyed it. So as I said, viewers and subscribers, as you can see across the road, there are 2 buildings being constructed. That I know is a 7-story commercial complex that if you search online, I don't see a name for the building, but I know it's a 7-story building, and it's currently being, well, it's up for sale, and there's another building being constructed right there here in New Kingston. To our right here, this property has been here for some time. This is the Musgrave Professional Suites that you find a number of offices there, lawyer office, medical offices, and other offices currently. Across the road is where you find the Small Business Association, and down that way, that's Trafalgar Road. That's UCC. That's the UCC property, as I said, the tertiary institution. Now we're going to head up Lady Musgrave Road. On the right here, as soon as we get past this cover, you'll see the AC Hotel, which is the hotel that everybody wants to go nowadays. There's where you find Starbucks, BYD, BMW. It's a part of the ATL family. As you can see across the road here, there's a bust of Marcus Garvey. That's a part of the Small Business Association's complex. Just passing Upper Musgrave Manor. Over this property, there used to be an Indian restaurant. It's now used for parking for persons. When their parking spaces fill at AC Hotel, persons will come and park over this side. See, that's the AC Hotel, the new hotspot in New Kingston, and trust me, it's very nice. You can see well manicured lawns, property looking well.
The AC Hotel in Kingston, the first AC Hotels by Marriott property in Jamaica and second in the Caribbean, officially opened on June 17, 2019. It's located on Lady Musgrave Road in New Kingston beside the BMW showroom. AC Hotels was founded in 1998 in Spain by Antonio Catalan and joined the Marriott family in 2011. It's positioned as a design-centric, mid-scale European-inspired brand with over 188 locations globally, emphasizing purposeful design. The 7-story 220-room hotel features clean lines, European flair with Jamaican influences, local artwork, and over 18,600 square feet of meeting and banquet spaces capable of hosting up to 600 guests.
Over here is the BMW, so if you need to purchase your latest X5 or X6, this is where, and they also have the minis. So it says ATL Autobahn, Lady Musgrave Road, beautifully manicured lawns, well kept. And just beyond there, this is something you have to get used to now. A lot of quote-unquote large apartment buildings built up all over the place. That's a parking area. That's a part of the AC Hotel. And you can see a lot of minis, because there are also the mini dealers plus BMW.
Jamaica is currently experiencing a massive construction boom, a wave of development that's transforming Skylines, reshaping communities, and fueling economic activity across the island. The boom is driven by a combination of strong investor confidence, rising demand for commercial and residential space, and the increased access to financing. Government incentives, a relatively stable economy, and an aggressive push for infrastructure modernization have all contributed to this growth. Remittances, foreign direct investment, particularly in real estate and tourism, have also helped boost construction demand. The result, Jamaica has seen construction become one of the fastest growing sectors, contributing significantly to GDP in recent years. From high-rise apartment towers in Kingston and Montego Bay to luxury hotels and mixed-use developments on the North Coast, construction is happening at an unprecedented pace.
Here are a few of the BMWs on display. Here is the Mystic Thai restaurant. So here is the entrance to Mystic Thai, the security post. There's the Pharmaceutical Society of Jamaica's headquarters. See if we can go across the road here. Once you see a lot of zinc like that, you know that there's going to be some amount of construction being done in this area soon. If you can see up the road, that's Vale Royal. That's supposed to be the official residence for the Prime Minister. It's in a bit of disrepair as it is right now. There's some amount of construction being done over there, but it's not the regular kind of construction as you would understand. It's one of those historical buildings that's been around for quite some time. It has housed many prime ministers. In Jamaica, those are the quote-unquote the equivalent of a US president. So you can see it up the road at the end of the road, that's Vale Royal. Wow, see that? Nice Jamaican colors. So I didn't catch what kind of vehicle it was. So we're now at the intersection of Lady Mus Road and Seaview Avenue. So I make this left turn. Just to showcase some more construction. As you can see, just behind these buildings, there's this huge plaza that's been built on Lady Mus Road. Afternoon, Chief. That gentleman, he does the artwork you see on display up on the other side of the road. These apartment complex, I think there's some amount of controversy around them. I think for quite some time, maybe a few decades now, they had to stop the construction because there was some kind of breach. But the buildings have not been destroyed, nor any further work have been done. So I don't know, I think this matter may be still in court as we speak. Now you can see this is a ginormous project. Huge, one of the biggest plazas I've seen being constructed around. It says 56 to 58 Lady Mus retail stores, offices for lease. Contact Remax, David Dixon. But trust me, this looks to be a huge game changer, people. This construction, it's beautiful. Yeah, this is going to be a game changer, huge game changer for Jamaica. You can just imagine what it will be like when it's all finished. And next door is the Glen V. Bromfield Resource Foundation Center. If a lot of persons are not familiar who Mr. Bromfield is, I know he was a lay magistrate. He also, the hotel that's at the end of the road that I'll show you a little later on, he was the one who started that hotel that's adjacent to King's House. And I think it was controversial at the time when he got it. Some amount of racism was involved in terms of him being a black man and now owning this property right in front of King's House. If I can find any information, I will definitely put that in the vlog. You can see this. I don't know this property, I've always seen it well maintained. It's a very old house that's there. This, I am assuming, will go into the property is probably valued in the hundreds of millions of dollars. To our left here is Pinnacle Point. You can see, you can find Dr. Anna N. Law, Phoenix Tower, Taylor. You can find lawyers, medical facilities, and so on. Yeah, you can see there's construction going on over here also. It's a party, Bounty Killer, now 450 album being advertised. is one of the older apartments along this road. Apartments of Musgrave. It's been around for a few decades. In front of us, you see one of the newer constructions. That's the new headquarters of Proven. One of the more standout buildings along Lady Musgrave Road. You can't miss it. Over to your right there is Musgrave Mews again, one of the older schemes along Musgrave Road. And this is Kingsvale, just going past here on my left. And again, you can get a better view of Proven. The building is way more, looks way more fancy than it looks from this angle. As soon as you get in front, you get a better look. You see how it's a sprawling complex. Linstone Crescent, vehicles now taking over Jamaica, the jet tours. You see a lot of them on the road now, going quite popular. Another Chinese brand. We're at Gladstone Drive. Now this is where you look at Proven building. Property stretches way back there. There's a huge parking lot. I've been on this property once. You find a number of companies I think have their offices here. I think the air conditioning company and a few other companies. What's the name of that air conditioner? Oh, Clarissa. Yes, Clarissa has their offices in this building. And a few other companies too. See? It's beautiful design. Well manicured lawns and everything. Across the road you find Ragamuffin. You can get your coffee. And other things there. There's a nice little cool out spot, a hangout spot for many persons. This is Ponciana Place. Again, one of those older properties here. Lady Musgrave Abbey. Again, that's another jet tour. They're getting more and more popular. And this area is called, this property is 80 LMR, which LMR obviously stands for Lady Musgrave Road. These plazas have variety of restaurants, attorney, lawyer offices, medical offices, other kind of business suites. And over to our left here is where you find Courtyard. I think this is owned by JP, Jamaica Producers, which is also connected to Kingston Wharf. Across the road here is where you find Kaya Herb House. From time to time there are entertainment events and persons who want to go and relax, kick back. Again, Courtyard. There's the CPJ market on the inside, where you can go in and purchase your butters, butter blends and all kind of exotic seasonings. TGI Fridays. And you would have remembered earlier, we spoke about the hall further down the road. This is the hotel that that gentleman, that he's now deceased. It's got the Medallion Hall Hotel Conference Wedding Seminars. As I said, from memory, I can remember that there was some amount of controversy because King's House is just right across the road. Let me see if I can get across here. So that's King's House. So you go straight across, past the security post and head on to the very huge property, King's House. Another look at TGI Fridays. And just behind TGI Fridays, you can also see another building. I think that building came into question because it's right in front of Jamaica House. So there were some security questions about the building. I think all of that has been sorted out. Because from my understanding, is that the government has rented some of the floors in order to avoid any kind of security issues. Now we're at the intersection of Lady Musgrave and Hope Road. Again, you can see another building, another very tall building down the road. I think that's the one that's considered to be the tallest building in Jamaica. We'll also take a look at that. And further down there's another building, you can see parts of it, that's owned by Usain Bolt. And just up that red, and what do you call that color now? It's almost a yellow. I know there's another name for that color. That's another recently constructed building. Also a bit further up the road. We'll go as far as up to the Marley Museum, where I think is where I'll end my journey, and then I head back down. I've walked just a little over a mile. It's good exercise, I really need it. Matter of fact, I really need to start taking back up exercise very seriously. Wife has been warning me over and over again, you know, so it's best I do that before I start to deal with some serious health complications. So yes, looking over there, you can see that's the Marley Museum, and I'm sure that no one needs me to say anything to explain who Bob Marley is. Is easily Jamaica's most popular ambassador. Him and Usain Bolt are easily the two most famous Jamaicans in the world, along with also some of our artists, the Sean Pauls, the Buju Banton, the Vibes Cartel, the Beanie Mans, the Bounty Killers, and so on. And you can get a better look at the building I was referring to earlier. Oh, it's actually not red and yellow. It's a glass. So it's actually this building here that's been reflected in the glass across the road. Thanks for watching as per usual, One Love Jamaica family. I hope you enjoyed this walk with me. I just wanted to give you a look at the construction boom that's happening in Jamaica, to let you know that Jamaica is becoming a much different country than it was. So I do hope you enjoyed this video, and until the next one.